Okay, how to put on a new carburetor for a Toro. Now, I'm going to show you the first thing is you're going to have to remove this cover. And this cover is removed by using T20 Torx heads. And I'm going to kind of show you a little bit to that. There's a screw hole right there. And there's one right there. T20 Torx head. Also, once you remove those two screws, you want to carefully peel the sticker. Peel it, and you'll see that. And once you do that, you want to take a flathead screwdriver. Here's one right here. You want to peel that sticker back just a little bit, stick that flathead down there, and that'll pop this cover off. Then you have more working area. Okay, so take the... Oh, I guess I got to do it again. You can see that. But you just push down and this whole thing comes off. Alright, now we can get back to business. Alright, we're going to focus on the carburetor. Right there. Okay. So, we've got the new carburetor we got on Amazon for 20 bucks. Okay. This side is that way. That side goes into this port here. First thing you got to do is put these linkage rods back on. And we're going to start with this one right here. This has a bigger one, so it goes into the bigger hole. That's the smaller hole. And you just want to like do this. Just kind of finagle. Smell me? Right there. Once you get that one on, then you want to put in a thinner one. The thinner one goes on top here. You should not have to bend any of these rods. Boom, they're both on. Okay, then you want to just slide the carburetor right into the position. It should just go right in. And push it in there real good. Just like that. Next thing we do is we're going to put the plate back on. This is the plate. This plate goes on just like that. Put that tube back on. And then it should just go right in like that. Push it in there real good. Remember, the black screws are the outside. They go there. Eight millimeter. Oops, that one right there. Feed them through just a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because if you tighten them all the way down, you probably won't be able to put the silver ones that are 7 millimeter on. So just get it on for starters. Then switch to 7 millimeter, and then put the 7s back on. Once you get them fed into the hole and they start eating or biting into it, then you can go back and put the black ones in nice and tight. Okay. These are a little tricky because it's not magnetic. There we go. Okay, so 7 mil, and the other ones are 8. Go back to the 8 mil black screws and put these babies on. Where's my, here it is, my ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet. Set it to tighten. Tighten those bad boys down. I don't like using cordless drills because they can break things when they get too tight and you can't really feel the torque like you couldn't do it by hand. Plus it's a small engine, you don't need that much torque. Just enough. Okay, now go back to 7 mil and tighten those bad boys up. Just like such. Okay, your carburetor is now on. Next thing we're going to do So we're going to put the brand new air filter we got with the carburetor, which is right here, brand new one. Just put it on. There's no any particular way to do it right. It just goes on. Then we put the cover on, just like that. Now, I like to clean the gas tank out because it's not connected, and it's really easy to connect. But since it's empty, I'm going to take it off. But it doesn't just come off like your normal lawnmowers. This one's a little different. So we have to remove, guess what, the top bolts on the start handle. So let's take those off real quick. All this just to remove the gas tank. There's 1, 2, and 3. Take them off. Get them off of there. I guess I should put my oil dipstick back on. Might help a little bit. Don't want to drop anything in there and ruin the engine. There's 1. There's 2. This is electric start, by the way. Okay, so now we can take our gas tank off. Oh, it's being stupid. Let's take that off real quick. This gas tank. Now I can put some gas in here, shake it real good, and dump out any dirt and particles that are in here. So I'm going to pause it while I do that. Okay, I just put a little bit of gas in the gas tank and I washed it out and disposed of the fuel properly. And since I'm already easily accessed, I'm going to put this fuel line back onto the carburetor. So I'll just push it in like this because it's already wet and it has good slip. Just put it on like that. Might as well clamp it down. Clamp it down. Make sure it's on all the way. There we go. Give her a clamp. Clamp it. Slide it over. Put it on. It's on. Put the fuel tank back onto the pull start top of the engine here. Put the cover back on. Make sure these bolts line up. If they don't line up, just keep trying. There we go. There we go. There we go. Put her back on. Just take like no more than 30 minutes. I could probably do it in 15, maybe less. There's no guarantee it's going to start right up with that new carburetor because you might have to clean or spark plug or anything. There's all kinds of different scenarios. But only one time out of about 15 carburetors did I have one that didn't start. Then I took the carburetor back off and realized that the rubber O-ring had one over it, so there was air, an air leak. Okay, there's that. And we're going to put the cover back on. Remember this one? Just put it right back on. No big deal. It just goes on. And these 2 old rusty little screws can go in there. Like this. Just drop them down in there. There we go. At least this is magnetic. That's on, that's on. Get these out of the way. Now we can put some gasoline in the mower's tank because it's reconnected. So we'll do that next. Go get some gas. Alright. I don't have a gallon. I have probably about maybe half a quart, 2 cups, 3 cups maybe. Just enough to start it. This is non-ethanol gas from a farm store. This is not from a gas station. Non-ethanol is $7.50 a gallon, but you only need a gallon. You're not filling your car up with it. Just need enough to get her running. I would say it's just a little under a half a tank in the lawnmower. All right, that's that. Now we can fire it up, which should be fun. Make sure the cover's on right. Put that on, get everything out of the way, make sure there's nothing under the lawnmower that can like get thrown. See, look, there's that. Okay, now we can fire the baby up. There was no primer on this one. Let's just squeeze it and start it. Success. Thank you guys for watching.